Good evening,
Hello, everybody. This is Christina Fasonic, broadcasting.
From Wheeling, West Virginia.
Co-partner here is Damian Dressick.
And I'm not in Wheeling, West Virginia. I am in Prosody,
No, just me. And I am in my base.
And Christina is in her...
Right. And I'm in my base. So, did you lose me?
You were, let's just say the record was skipping a few times. I think you're a little frozen. So I'm going to talk about how happy I am to be introducing tonight's reader. We have Jamilla Rice, and she dreams of when she can own her own days and write. Until then, she squeezes out moments during her time as, this is a lot of things, an athlete, an educator, speaker, an aunt, a gardener, a book nerd, a baker, and British detective drama junkie. Her work has been published in previous volumes of Voices from the Attic and the Pittsburgh Poetry Review, among other anthologies and periodicals. You may have heard her read at, and I have not heard her read at these places, but I am really looking forward to seeing her read live in very few minutes. Hemmingways, which is a great place, White Whale Bookstore, whom we love, Delanie's Coffee House, and on WESA's Prosody, which was, I just checked on this with our reader, was hosted by our last reader, Kayla Sargenson. Or that open mic in Toronto, Jamilla says. Her work includes poetry, short fiction, flash nonfiction, and combinations of all of the above and more. Topics generally explore the intersections of the personal and political, gotta love that, past as present and future, the beauty within the mundane and pain, the science, math, and absurdity of human behavior, and the underlying insistence of oppressed peoples to do more than simply exist. We are super excited tonight to bring you Jamilla Rice.
Wow, that is an introduction, and I know that she is worthy of it. Thank you, Damian. Am I unfrozen now?
You are. You are.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hi, Jamilla.
Hi.
We are going to give you, impress us with your words. We are stepping out, and we'll catch you at the end.
Okay, thanks. All right, so the first piece that I have is a poem. Well, they're all poems tonight, but the first one is Preparing for a Blind Date When You Live Alone. Maybe, I think, maybe I should set up a Google account, a third. I'll give the username and password permission to my best friends in town and away. I'd say, here is where you go if I die. Here's where you check if I ever disappear without texting you, without calling about Targaryen theories, our hidden Caribbean grottos, new Netflix series, or how I wish I'd learned about the Bible so that I could finally pass the Jeopardy audition. Since I have no children, no spouse, no other mammal shitting in my house, I must think of these things. Since I like human connection and touch, I must do this thing in particular. Since I am a woman, I must believe that a date with a stranger can be a death sentence. Since I'm a Black woman, I know that dates with strange men, known or new, have equaled centuries of slaughter, scot-free. Then I see the bright open bloomed red of my tulips, translucent in the sun. They've exploded orderly, lining the path from front door to car door. Planted years ago with no assurance of growth, each one became 2, then 3, and our April constants, like the rain and lemon cakes and guarded dates. I know they will be here, thirsty for heat and moist, admired, unable to respond, to do anything but be beautiful until they're not. My next poem is untitled. If I could sing, I'd sing a song to every juicy girl who gets breast before the rest. Victim of biology, all the boys and girls and teachers whisper words reserved for 80s microwave popcorn ads. Fast, easy, hot, fresh. I'd hum a hymn of goose-pimpled skin, cartoon nightgown 12-year-olds locking themselves in pop star postered bedrooms so cousins don't pin them down and rub their things on them again. I'd sing a spiritual, low, whole notes that catch in your throat like fear when teen neighbors inch hands under rainbow sweatshirts over training bras while the Rockford Files watch elderly aunts in the next room. I'd sing to all the quiet, good girls with good grades who say please and thanks and excuse me and sorry, who smile and kiss relatives on cheeks and put up dishes, who make their beds and say their prayers, and who ain't never want no trouble, yet become trouble and wish they could sing. Next poem is Digging, Part 2. Perhaps I was weaned too early. Compulsion to dig my snout in, going deeper, teat unfound, yet satisfaction in the move toward cooler, wetter sod coating my skin like summer, mud thick, opaque. I build my nest in the impression and wait for offspring that never come. It becomes room to collect, carry, arrange, rearrange, oxytocin fueling futility. Bored, I return to my former woods, another life, to dig for things anew. My outer hair thickens, bristles gray, incisors grow to tusks in my boring search. Sniffing, I uncover truffles and swallow them whole. Because I can't make love to you, I make clothing. You like predictability without routine, so I imagine what that means. Busying my hands with the reading of folds, frayed edges to take under, make better. My palms ride the wave of a bend underneath the pattern's curves. I cut 2 on the selvage, 2 out of 2 pieces, unconnected, to pin on their periphery, straight seam, wide enough to alter with the weight of seasons. My foot driving the needle's speed, once this part done quickly, lifts my toes to slow the thread's tack, to see, feel each push and pull, to make it right the first go round. Heirlooms. My aunt's tomatoes, sowed and sung to, watered and worried over, brought Mississippi by way of Memphis to her bespoke backyard. 12 by 14-foot plots of beefsteaks and romas, marigolds and collards, corralled by bricks from the lower hill's demise. I open a bin in my attic, uncover yet another pincushion, a tomato, ubiquitous for prosperity and protection. It should be on a mantle. It used to be a real tomato on a real mantle, but then it became red cotton stuffed with wool. Then came the pins and needles, then the moving from mantles to boxes and bins alongside samples and fat quarters and other things to fix. Prosperity and protection forgotten for purpose. To whom does this new tomato belong? To the finder, to the rememberer, to the user? I dig my bitten fingertips down, pressing cotton flesh to unearth a needle. Did my great-grandmother use this to baste quilts? My great-grandaunt to hem uniforms? Did my mother use this to make hot pants? I hear their voices telling me not to tarry, dilly-dally, waste time. Get it done, girl. Get it done now, because there is always more to do. And the last poem I have for today is Hope is My Only Thing. Hope is my only thing. I keep it in my pocket, zip tight, while at work. I unzip and slip my hand inside midday to remind myself it's there, still. Stillness of rest in a restless darkness. I touch its fine feathers, feel for its heartbeat's staccato till mine, newly calm, bass drums along. We make a song. I hum the words in my skin. Love, fight, win. Love, fight, win. Thank you.
That last poem reminds me why women need pockets in all of their clothes so that we can carry that hope around with us and reach into our pocket and get. That was wonderful. And shout out to all the juicy girls. Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I noticed you want to own your own days so you can write. I am hoping very much that you at least use some of those days that you own to read, because I really would very much. I'm seeing that, you know, the Hemmingways, the Delanies, the Toronto open mic. I really want to see these in person. Never before has anybody really captured no other mammal shitting in my house. quite the same wonderful joie de vivre there. And truffles. Oh, those are such lovely poems. I can please keep up with us here.
Yeah, I didn't know anything until James told me. So
we want if you're coming back to Pittsburgh to read, please let us know. We will have our Twitter, our whatever voice we have to let people know that that you're around. I definitely want to see you out giving these poems in person. They're such wonderful work.
Thank you. I love doing readings. So whenever I get an opportunity, I'm there. I make it happen. Such great energy from the crowd, and it always ends up getting another poem or two out of me. So that's why I crave it. But yeah, thank you so much. It's just so important to have poetry right now.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In some ways, it's like the only thing that we've got.
Yeah.
That's going. Poetry and poets. And I can't wait to see you read in person. And
I am still working on the book. It's happening, but COVID and that move, so.
Keep us surprised on that too.
I definitely will keep you updated about that as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for taking time to join us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much for the opportunity. It was great. And it was so nice meeting you. And thank you everyone who was tuning in. I appreciate it.
We've got a bunch of people who are commenting. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah. Inbox me on Facebook. I'm Jamilla Rice. I don't have like one of those anonymous Jamilla chilling in her house because of COVID, right? Or
right.
Thank
you again.
Right? No. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good
day. Sane and healthy, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, everyone. See you on Monday.
We out?
Yes. Yes, we're out.
Oh, is she gone?
No, Jamilla's here. She's still here.
I was thinking about your.
Follow the directions.
Well, I